This SPY and QQQ trading setup does not present itself often, but when it does, it sets up for a very high probability trade, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys in today's video. But real quick, as always, if you guys do find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. All right, so hopping right into it. So what we want to do with this strategy is we want to start on the daily time frame for SPY and QQQ. Now, when we are trading on the daily time frame, what we are looking for are for any daily gaps in the market. And a gap is going to be the large distance in price between these two candles. So as we can see, we have a nice gap up in the market right here. We had a gap down in the market right here. We had a gap up in the market right here. And then we had a gap down over here. Now, usually when price makes gaps in the market likes to go back and fill those empty spaces of price. So when that ends up happening, there's actually two different ways that we can go about trading this. But the first thing we want to do when we notice a gap in price is if we get a gap up in the market, what we want to do is mark the previous day high, and then the following day, whenever we make that low, we want to mark that as well. So for gap up scenarios, when price breaks below the low of this candle, price should go and fill the gap to the high of this candle. So the first way that we can go about trading these gaps is once price breaks below the gap entry, you want to look for shorts or puts to trade this back into that previous day high, also known as a gap fill. Let's look at this gap down scenario right here. So as we can see, this day we set this low point right here. Overnight we gap down significantly, and then this was the high of that day's candle. Now once price breaks above this high right here, price should be relatively quick to go up and fill the gap back up into this previous day low. Same thing over here. We had a nice little gap down. What we're going to do is mark the low and then mark the high. Once price starts to break above this high point right here, price should be relatively quick to fill the gap so we can look for longs or look for calls in this scenario. Let's pull up QQQ and look at some more gaps. So as we can see right here on QQQ, we had a gap down. What we want to do is mark this low and then mark the high of this gap down candle. Once price breaks above the high of this gap down candle, we're going to look for price to fill the gap back into the gap fill, which is right here. So again, when we break above it, we want to look for longs and we want to look for calls. Same thing over here. We had a nice gap up. What we're going to do is mark the high of this candle and then the low of the candle that gapped up. Once price starts to break below the low of this candle, we want to look for shorts or we want to look for puts to take price back down into the gap fill. And then we have one more scenario right here where we have a gap down, mark the low of the candle before the gap down, mark the high of the candle after the gap down. Once price breaks above this high, it should be relatively quick to go back up and fill that gap. So the entire time right here, what we want to look for is for calls and longs. Now, when price is trading in these gaps, what we want to avoid doing is trying to bounce or reject price until the gap gets filled. Now, what I mean by this is if price were to break above this 518 level, we should not be looking for puts and we should not be looking for shorts until we get all the way up here. Trust me, if you have reason to believe that price is going to reject anywhere in a gap fill, just avoid it overall, because I can tell you 9 times out of 10, that reject is not going to work. Same thing when we have gap ups. Once price starts to break below the entry of the gap, you want to avoid looking for any bounces until price gets down and fills the gap. I don't care if you have a demand here. I don't care if you have a fib here. 9 times out of 10, if you try to bounce it before we fill the gap, it is not going to work out. Which leads me to the second point. The second way that we can trade these gaps is when price fills the gap, look for the bounce and look for the reject. But if we're looking at QQQ, and I saw this, if price breaks below this gap entry, I am only looking for puts and I am only looking for shorts until price gets down into the gap fill. Now, once price fills the gap, that is when I will look for a bounce. And real quick, if you guys want to learn directly from me in my final mentorship of the year, I will be leaving a link down in the description. Go ahead and book a call with me and my team. Again, this is the last mentorship that I'm going to be hosting for the entire year of 2025. The mentorship is going to include live trading, 6 weeks of live classes, access to my swing trading course, all of my books, and so much more. So again, if you guys are interested, go ahead and book a call. That link is going to be down in the description. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the trade that I ended up taking today on SPY based off of this strategy. So looking at SPY today, we can see that last week we ended up getting a nice little gap up in the market, which left unfilled space that the market was likely going to go back and end up filling. So once price ended up breaking below the low of this candle right here after the gap up, what we should be looking for in the market is for it to go down and fill this gap into this 564.9 level. So again, once you break below here, the only thing that you want to look for is for puts or for shorts until price fills the gap. I don't care if you have a demand here. I don't care if you have support, a fib, whatever it is. You are not going to bounce price until it gets to the gap fill. So once price ended up trading down into this 564 level, if we break it down to a 5-minute time frame, as soon as we ended up hitting this gap right here, that is when I went long on MES as well as SPY calls and was able to capture a beautiful move to the upside. Now, typically when you are trading these gaps, if you wait for price to go and fill the gap and you end up entering long, or say it's an upside gap and you're rejecting it at the gap fill, your stop loss is literally right on the opposite side, so you're not risking much. So when I ended up entering this position, my risk was only $15 per contract, which is literally a slap on the wrist. So again, when we end up filling the gaps, in this scenario, I would be looking for a long entry. But if we go back to the daily time frame, when we fill the gaps to the upside, like right here, once price ended up filling gap into this 606.80 area, I would be looking for shorts right at that level because again, my risk is literally if we break above it, I'm out of the trade. And as you can see right here, we smacked it to a T and that was the high of the day before price came back down. So again, that is two ways that you can trade these gaps on SPY and QQQ. First, you want to be looking to trade the overall gap until the gap gets filled. But when price fills the gap, that's when you want to look to reverse price for a bounce or for a reject. Now, it is very important that you watch SPY and QQQ at their gaps because sometimes QQQ is going to fill the gap and not react. As we see today on QQQ, it ended up breaking below the gap entry. So you always want to watch price action when it trades to your gap levels, both on SPY and QQQ. But just because QQQ broke below it does not mean we cannot take advantage of it through SPY, because as we can see, once SPY filled the gap, boom, we hit it and then we rallied back up. And that was the exact low of the day. So again, that is a trade setup that I absolutely love to trade on SPY and QQQ. It does not present itself very often, but when it does, it sets up for a very high probability trade. One, to fill the gap, but then two, when the gap gets filled, to reverse overall price. So if you guys did find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Make sure you guys tap in every single morning, 15 minutes before market open, where I do live day trading here on this YouTube channel. So I expect to see you guys there. Other than that, everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.